Okay, just had to cross over a different angle in order to continue on with the tracks that are following from the old Burnaby Central Park line from SRY or BC Hydro Railway, whatever. Yeah, just overlooking where the last of the trucks just ran up until at least the mid-90s. You can see some of what's left of the old railway bed here. They took away the posts and all, there's nothing left here. Gonna try to get some other different scenes of the Southern Railway or BC Hydro Railway. Here it's got a good sign of the railway bed following down. Just the last peek before I leave Metrotown, and the crossing here for just out past Nelson. So as I'm filming here in the parts of Burnaby, BC, so just a scene shot anyway. Yeah, some parts I don't want to walk, they're too mucky. Yeah, that's the railway bed here. Yeah, back years back, there used to be a wooden thing here. I guess someone removed it. Maybe it was the crews for when they were putting the electrical stuff in here for the lighting under the SkyTrain here a few years back. So don't see that, that's been removed. Yeah, still a sign here. That was for slow order or for the whistle burst, I guess, for the engineer at that time. Yeah. And here, sign, no sign of it. So it reads by idiots putting graffiti over. Nothing better to do, ruining stuff. Anyway, it's meant for slow speed restriction here for that corner. There's so many street crossing. Yeah. Back in the day. These are not from the railway. This has all been added for the lights, I'm sure, and for condos over there. And this is, I'll be getting to the spur later. I'll be coming down to the Nelson Avenue, or no, pardon me, Royal Oak. Yeah, to see Royal Oak. I'm just past Nelson. Oopsie, sorry about that, folks. I'm just trying to get this underway here. There was a lot of gravel here. I think long ago there used to be a switch into that served to this particular company too. Yeah. Yeah. Used to be banner carpet long ago, but it was changed. Here too used to be another company, maybe the SRY or was another industry. Maybe they served switches in here before. Just walking down here. Get to the crossing here. I'm not going to do the whole entire railway. So it really would take up a lot of space, and we'll have to film the whole entire thing. I just wanted to get some parts of the railroad here. Yeah, before back in the day, there was I remember. Because I was going to ride on the train a lot when I was going back to VCC, Vancouver Community College. But anyway, there used to be a company in here. There used to be a spare track in here. I could see where the switch was about in this area here, and used to switch it to there. I remember that the last time. Yeah. SRY brought up a freight in 1999, just in January, February of 1999. Brought up a few cars, center beams and box cars. They were stored. A few center beams were stored in here when the spur track long ago was in this side. And then down by Edmonton at the separate switch there, and they left a few bunks of box cars there. I don't forget that. Year of 1999, that was the last time I saw SRY run up the hill. I do remember the one front end locomotive, the lead engine was a MP 151 or a 153, and then it was a switcher, a SW 900 with a few cars. So I was wondering why they brought the freight up in the first place. Maybe just a storage before they would abandon the railway line. I don't know. It's kind of silly, but just recalling I think back in the fun time of the SRY, I was in the 104 or 101 bus going back to Queensboro that time. Yeah, this is now old homes. There used to be industry here before. Yeah, we get this utility box here, and there's all what's left of the tracks here. Yeah, this is what I had to get to here. This is to film this whole electrical box here. Yeah, it's all what's left on the railroad. It's just this here, and then once part of a track here. Yeah, that's all. There's a railway signal. It's all what's still hanging there on Royal Oak. Just trying to show the tracks here. Okay. Anyway, bye-bye.